the extended true story of Desmond T. Doss. Faith, fire, and the cost of courage. After the battle at Hacksaw Ridge, Desmond Doss was no longer mocked by the men of the 77th Infantry Division. Those who once questioned his refusal to carry a weapon now refused to advance without him. His calm presence under fire and his unwavering commitment to saving lives had transformed skepticism into absolute trust. During subsequent fighting on Okinawa, Doss continued to serve on the front lines. In one engagement, a grenade exploded near him, shattering his leg with shrapnel. As medics attempted to evacuate him, Doss noticed another wounded soldier nearby. He insisted they treat the other man first, pushing himself off the stretcher to wait. Moments later, a sniper's bullet struck Doss in the arm. Even then, he used a rifle stock as a splint and crawled nearly 300 yards to safety. Only after ensuring others were cared for did he accept evacuation. When the war ended, Desmond Doss returned home physically broken and emotionally exhausted. He had saved dozens of lives, but he suffered from tuberculosis, likely contracted in the Philippines, and spent more than 5 years in and out of hospitals. At one point, doctors removed one of his lungs and 5 ribs. For a time, he was confined to a wheelchair and told he might never walk again. Despite these hardships, Doss never expressed regret for his service or his beliefs. He lived quietly with his wife, Dorothy, working when his health allowed and dedicating himself to faith and family. He avoided public attention and rarely spoke about his heroism, unless asked directly. To him, the spotlight belonged to the men who did not come home. For decades, Desmond Doss's story remained largely unknown outside military circles. That changed as historians and veterans began to highlight his actions as one of the most extraordinary examples of moral courage in U.S. military history. His life challenged the traditional image of a soldier, proving that conviction and bravery can exist without violence. In 2006, Doss passed away at the age of 87 and was buried at the National Cemetery in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Years later, his story reached a global audience through the film Hacksaw Ridge, which brought renewed attention to his legacy. Veterans, medical personnel, and conscientious objectors around the world cited Doss as an inspiration, not because he refused to fight, but because he refused to abandon his principles under pressure. Desmond Doss's true legacy is not measured only by the lives he saved on a single night in Okinawa, but by the enduring example he set that courage can be compassionate, that faith can withstand violence, and that one man's refusal to compromise his conscience can change how heroism itself is defined. If you would like, I can extend this further into a darker, more intense battlefield-focused version. Adapt it, subscribe now.